over, separated from the whites of township and separated from the town by a blue lake and a deep green forest. The people in this village were not aware of the happenings in the town and lived a peaceful and harmonious life. The only modes of transport from the village to the town was a boatman who went once a day carrying goods and services. And if people had to go to the town, they had to seek the permission of the elders of the village. In this village lived three friends, three best friends, John, David and Anna. John was an ambitious person who had heard something called a software engineer. His desire was to come to the town of Goa and do his engineering there and land a job in the US of the A. The second person, Anna, was a school teacher, 18 years old, pretty tall. The third person was David, a simpleton who had completed the 10th standard and had joined his father in the irrigation and farming. The two other characters of the story was Anna's father, simpleton, the farmer, and the village headman who owned large tracts of land. He was a very rich man. The villagers respected him. Anna's father and the village headman were the best of friends. They both went out for a drink every evening. One day, John decided to go to the town to do his engineering, sought the permission of the elders, which was granted, and came and told the story to David and Anna. Now, Anna was deeply in love with John. She loved John's ambitious nature, but never had the courage to tell John that she was in love with him. John did not share the feelings that Anna had and was not even aware of the same. The other side of the coin, David was deeply in love with Anna, but did not have the courage to tell Anna that he was in love with her. Anna was not aware of the feelings of David, and she did not share his views. When the time came for John to leave, Anna was overcome with grief, but she could not summon up courage to tell Anna that she loved her. John bid them goodbye, went in the same boat to the town. A month later, the both came back with one letter from John to Anna and David. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, then all letters stopped coming. 3 years passed. Anna was a very pretty young lady now, and the censure of all the teenagers in the village. One day evening, Anna's father comes home, extremely tired and sick. Anna asks him, "What's the matter?" I had been to the village doctor, and the doctor said, "I have cancer, I'm going to die." Toastmasters, here comes the shocker. He tells Anna, "My duty is to get you married. I have spoken to the village headman. I want you to marry the village headman, and he has consented." Anna was shocked. "But Dad, I don't want to marry an old man." Anna's father said, "He is respected, he is a rich man, he is a widower and has no children, and he is my best friend. I am very sure he will take care of you. I do not want any arguments. That's my final decision." Saying so, he goes to sleep. That night, Anna hatches a plot. She decides to flee the village, go to the town and go and live up with John. The next day, as dawn breaks, moves into dusk, she carries all her belongings in a bag and a jewelry in her other hand and stealthily moves to the front door. That's when she sees her father coming in. Hastily she drops the jewel box and the suitcase and runs to the back door, through the green forest, coming to the blue lake, where she meets the boatman. She confesses the story to the boatman, who is sad and takes pity in the story. She begs the boatman to take her to the town. Now, the boatman has not had a travel for the past 1 week. There is no source of income and his family is starving. He tells Anna, if I take you to the town, I'll have to face your father and the village headman. But I'm willing to do so on one condition, that I'll give you ₹100. Anna says, I do not have any money. Please take me to the town. The boatman says, if you do have the jewelry of yours, please give to me. Anna says, I don't have anything on me. Please, I beg of you, take me to the village, to the town. The boatman says, looks at her, and then comes a shock of Toastmasters. Please give me a sari. He asks him. Anna says, you wretched old man, how can you ask me for my sari? He says, look, my family is starving. That's more important to me. I need the sari to sell and feed my family. Anna curses him, jumps out of the boat, and goes back and heads into the village. On the way, she sees a Swamiji, falls at his feet, and asks for a solution. Like all Swamijis in the world who have 3, 4 conflicting solutions to every answer, another a right solution. He says, child, I have 3 solutions to a problem. Solution number 1, give the sari to the boatman and go to the town. Solution number 2, go back to your father and do what he says. Solution number 3, sit in the forest, wait and watch. Saying so, he goes on to his worldly ways. As Anna sits and watches and ponders what to do, she hears a noise from behind and sees villagers with the fire in hand and sticks. She knows if she stays there, it will be the end of her fate. She quickly goes to the boatman, gives him a sari, goes on to the other side and waits for dawn to break. As dawn breaks, she covers herself with some leaves, makes her way to the town and traces John. John is shocked to see her in this plight. She breaks down, cries to him and tells him a story and says, John, can I stay with you? John welcomes her. Being a town, it was alright for a man and woman to stay together and nobody noticed. Anna tended to the care needs of John, looked after his worldly comforts, food, but never confessed her love for John. A year passes by. John comes home excited with an envelope in his hand and says, Anna, I got this letter to go to the US. It's been my ambition. I have to leave now. Anna says, but John, what will I do? I've been staying with you for the past 1 year. Look, Anna, I have done my best. I've given you shelter, food for the past 1 year. You know it's my ambition to go to the US. I have to leave and so you have to. With nothing much to do, Anna goes back to the same village, the same road, the same blue lake, into the green forest and back into the village. Her father is no more by now. David is excited and happy to meet her and says, welcome. A few days pass by. A few months pass by. One day, David summons up courage and tells Anna, Anna, I'm in love with you. I do not know what happened in the past 1 year. Will you marry me? Anna is overcome with emotion. All these days, I was in love with John, I did not share back my feelings. And here is this man who loves me truly and sincerely. He says, David, I'll marry you. And goes on to explain what happened in the 1 year when she was with John. Now in a village, postmasters, it is not alright for a man and a woman to live together. David is shocked. He says, I will not marry a second time. Do you like the story, Toastmasters? Do you like the story? Yes. Give me a round of applause. Okay, I'll be asking you a few questions. We'll take it from here. Give me the names of the characters of the story. Who are the characters of the story? Children, one at a time.
David, Anna, John.
You like David, I know. David, John,
Father.